Welcome to Daily News Dose, your daily fix of politics. Germany to join EU mission in Red Sea after attacks on ships. The German government is working on a European solution to protect commercial ships in the Red Sea from attacks. It supports the US and UK-led airstrikes on the positions of the Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen, who have launched illegal, dangerous and destabilizing attacks on ships. However, Germany does not provide military support yet. It is discussing with other EU partners how a possible EU mission in the Red Sea could look like. One option is to join the US-led mission Prosperity Guardian. Another option is to send warships and reconnaissance planes as part of a separate EU mission. The UN Security Council has condemned the attacks by the Houthi militia and called for an immediate cessation. The German government prefers to participate in an EU mission, but one member state had reservations. New low for coalition, Wagenknecht's party has potential of over 20%. The latest Politbarometer poll shows bad results for the coalition parties, the AfD still stable as the second strongest force, but also the former left leader could do well in the next federal election. The coalition government and Chancellor Scholz are rated poorly by the majority of the respondents. The FDP, the left, the Free Voters, and the Bündnis Wagenknecht, BSW, are all at 4%, below the 5% threshold to enter parliament. The BSW, however, has a relatively large potential among voters. 21% can imagine voting for it in the next federal election. The BSW could take votes away from the left and the AfD. The decision on who will run for chancellor for the union is still open, with Merz, Söder and Wust as the main contenders. Merz and Söder are mostly seen as unsuitable, while Wust has a balanced rating. Closure of all federal agencies in Bonn due to budget crisis. The Berlin-Bonn Act of 1994 regulated the relocation of parliament and parts of the federal government from Bonn to Berlin. But 6 ministries still have their primary seat in Bonn, and all Berlin ministries have branches there. The division of government work between two cities costs the state millions of euros per year and results in thousands of domestic trips by ministry staff, including many flights. Several CDU politicians call for an end to the circus, and suggest concentrating all federal institutions in Berlin or nearby Brandenburg, where they could save money and space. The NRW Minister for Federal and European Affairs defends the Bonn location as a valuable asset for Germany, especially in the fields of cybersecurity, environment, climate and development. Left Party demands wealth tax and price cap for food in Germany. The Left Party wants to mobilize potential voters with demands for a wealth tax and a price cap for food. This is part of a strategy paper by the party leaders Janine Wissler and Martin Scherdwin. The party leaders criticize the federal government for failing to challenge the rich and their lobbyists. They propose a one-time, progressive wealth tax on assets above €2 million, and a regular wealth tax on assets above €1 million, with a higher rate for billionaires. The party leaders call for a minimum wage of €15, as well as a price stop for basic food and a price cap for electricity and heating. They argue that wages have barely risen and inflation is still too high in key areas. The party leaders demand the abolition of this completely unsuitable debt brake, which they say prevents investments in education, care, affordable housing and climate protection. They want to achieve a policy change with a campaign Left for All, which aims to reach people from unions, social movements, associations, churches, as well as workers and employees. Subscribe to the Daily News Dose channel to not miss any news update anymore.